One seek
He
for help
used
from
Abu
the
and Dani as
Ashantis.
an example. He used Abu
Oh,
and Adani as an example. Yeah.
okay.
But one of the name of one of the chiefs was Chief Gariba, the one who was defeated. That was his name. So
Okay.
after this, so it was after this incident, after this happened, then so though the Dagombas were strong in numbers, the Ashantis had guns, which the Dagombas had never seen, leading them to nickname Ashantis gun, which means owners of gun.
Mm.
So that's just that. And so from there, the alliance was formed. You understand? From there, the
So
alliance was
now
formed.
to for proper clarification, Yaxi is saying that when they came, they were unable to capture the said brother or chief. So they went back to the king and reported. And when that happened, then they said, okay, then we should rather be friends than to fight. This was Yaxi's account. And in what you are reading, we don't know how the alliance was formed, right? Okay. That's quite interesting. Okay. Okay. Now, Anan was only continue.
So I just want to bring out why the alliance was formed,
Okay,
so that
that's
it
fine.
will give us more clarity on what we are actually teaching right now. But of a fact, the in 1896, the Dagombas did fight the Germans, um,
So
and
that
they
was
lost.
factually accurate.
Yes, yes, yeah, unfortunately. It happened in 1896, but they lost that battle.
Oh, did they lose?
They lost, yes. They lost abysmally. That's defeat.
Mm.
They were defeated. They were defeated. So it says alliance between the Ashanti and the Dagombas was formed out of a blend of strategic necessity, mutual respect, and spiritual diplomacy. Though they were once strangers and even fought briefly, their relationship evolved into one of the most honored
Okay, something
inter-ethnic.
caught my attention. Hold on, hold on. You said for spiritual diplomacy, and I think Yasi
Yes.
at some point mentioned that the Dagombas like had soothsayers, and these people could like they could tell or predict what will happen in future. So I think the
Yes.
Ashantis needed that as well.
Yes. Yes. It could be. It could be. And the Ashantis also had Okonfo, don't forget, who was also a powerful spiritual leader. And they could also have notable spiritual men who were not as popular as Okonfo. Remember, fetishism and spirituality were very dominant in those days.
Yeah.
So I take it again. The alliance between the Ashantis and the Dagombas was formed out of a blend of strategic necessity, so it was necessary, mutual respect, and spiritual diplomacy. Though they were once strangers, even fought briefly, their relationship evolved into one of the most honored inter-ethnic alliance in Ghanaian history. Reasons behind the Ashanti Dagomba alliance. So, number one, post-conflict reconciliation. The Ashantis once fought the Dagombas during the chieftaincy disputes in Dagon, where the Ashanti forces helped one faction defeat Chief Gariba. After the war, rather than subjugate Dagon, the Ashantis chose diplomatic reconciliation, reconciling the Dagombas' strength and spiritual depth. So what Nancy said, their strength and spiritual depth, they were much into spiritism.
Yeah.
So then the second point is mutual respect for royal authority. Both kingdoms are highly centralized with sacred stools and deep ancestral reverence. The Yana, that's the Dagbon king, and the Asantehene developed a protocol of mutual honor. When an Asantehene dies or is installed, the Yana is the first to be informed, even before the public announcement. The third point is spiritual and cultural exchange. As the Ashantis welcomed Muslim Dagombas into Kumasi, forming the first Zongo communities. This marked a shift from suspicion to spiritual partnership, with Ashantis even adopting beard wearing in honor of their Muslim allies. So previously, Ashantis don't keep beard; they always shave it. But as part of showing to the Muslim community that we are one with you, we are with you, and we want you to be part of us, they started to grow their beards just to look like them. Then, fourth point, strategic unity against colonial forces, because they believe that the two of them could be better. Now, during the colonial era, both kingdoms faced European encroachment. The alliance helped preserve cultural sovereignty, resist divide and rule tactics, and maintain inter-ethnic solidarity. I think these are solid points. Now,
Yeah.
spiritual insight. This alliance is a divine example of turning conflict into covenant. It shows that God can transform former enemies into trusted partners. Okay, that's just for a summary of it. So, these are the
Okay.
reasons
All
why
right.
the alliance was formed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. And keep on dropping some comments. I'll come back to the comments. But before that, let's bring in John Menu. Hey. All right, John Menu, let's have you. What's your take on all of this? Then we go back to Yangtze for the Dagomba and Western Togoland history. John Menu. Oh, okay, Yangtze, let's have you on that.
Before Yangtze comes with the Western Togoland, I want to chip in. So, like, it was the Asante Hene Osei Kojo who who went to Dagon, or to the Dagomba land. That is 4 Asante Henes after Osei Tutu, who started the Ashanti Empire, and it was Osei Tutu who fought the Nchira. So it can't be that Asante came into contact with Dagomba way after the Nchira War.
Oh,
And one other point about the beard. You know, when Ashantis were migrating from the Mali Empire, they migrated because they were being chased and enslaved by the Mali people. And those people, they had beards. And
oh,
yes, so to distinguish between Ashanti and those people, it was forbidden for Ashantis to grow beard. It was only after our introduction or meeting with the Dagonbas that beard was allowed again. That is why to date, no chief in Asante is allowed to grow beard.
no, that's quite very good information. Thank you. Now let's go back to Yaxi. Yaxi, let's have you. About some few minutes, we need to drop.
Thank you
Now,
very much, once.
yeah.
Very much once again
Okay.
for giving me this opportunity. So to talk about the Western Togoland and what have you. One thing we must all understand is that before the Europeans decided to go and sit in, I think, France or Germany to share Africa, they were kingdoms in Africa. Okay, and so Dagon was there before the Western Togoland political demarcation thing. That's one thing we should all understand. Okay, Dagon was formed and with strong, political system or chieftaincy system before the Western Togoland thing came about. That's one thing we should understand. But to ask whether Dagon was part of the Western Togoland, I'll say yes and no. Because Dagon can be divided into the West and East, you understand? And so we have the Eastern Dagon and then we have the Western Dagon. Okay? The Western Dagon part is, from where today we call the Yendi, you understand, Yendi areas,
Yendi to where the foreign defense minister was, or interior minister.
Interior Minister, yeah,
No. It was
this
defense minister rather.
defense minister,
From
yes, no,
Yendi,
he
from
was
Yendi, what
from
or, Bimbila. Okay, so that
Bimbila,
part. And I think you can use
yes.
that route to
To
Oti region.
Lomé, to Togo, to Oti region, yes, you understand.
Oh.
Yes, so you can use Bimbila to Oti region. It's easy. It's easy for you
So
to
indeed,
use.
they were part of the Western Togoland.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that
Wow.
before the Western Togoland, Dagon kingdoms were already formed before the Western Togoland. Western Togoland, people mentioned today, is only a political boundary before independence that was sought to be added to Ghana. Okay, and that is a fact. You understand? And so you would realize that when those guys were doing that, they wanted to seek the support of the Yana, but he told them that no, he has been part of Ghana, accepted to be part of Ghana for a long time, and so they should never come to him for this kind of thing. And so, yes, Dagon was part of the Western Togoland politically, but Dagon was in existence years before the Western Togoland. The Germans got, what's the name, the area as Western Togoland. Okay.
But could it be that maybe the people of Dagbon or the Dagonbas also came from Togo? Could it be?
No. Dagonbas have never come from Togo. You see,
So they are
it's a
from
vast. Good. So let me. That's a long history, but let me just. So the Dagonbas have been in existence for at where they are. If you look at Ghana's history, they are the second people who existed in the history of Ghana. I mean, in the area they are occupying, apart from the Guans. Okay, and their anthropological facts to what I'm saying today. Apart from the Guans, okay, the Dagombas are the second people who settled in Ghana. And so they've been in existence at where they are for a long time. You understand? That is where they have been. But you see, there are two categories of Dagombas. Okay, we have the kings and we have the indigents. Okay, the indigents were being colonized by the kings who came to colonize them. You understand? And then they assimilated themselves into the indigents, and then they became one people. I hope you get my point.
Okay.
But the indigents, they call the Dagombas themselves, they have been in that land for centuries.
To the extent, I agree with what Nyang said. I mean, the bond between the Dagombas and Asante goes way back. And I'm sure there were many times they collaborated. But it was only the point where he said the Dagombas helped Asante in the Denchira War was where I had a problem, because
And is that not factual?
Ashanti was formed purposely for the Denchira War. Like all those Akan states, they were independent states under Denchira. So when Intim Jakari disrespected the people was when they came together to form the alliance. So it was after the alliance defeated Denchira that everybody knew that Asante is now powerful. For the Dagomba faction to come and seek for help. So it can't be that even before they had defeated the Denchiras, the Dagbon people who came to the faction who came to seek for help knew Ashanti was a mighty nation.
Okay.
So the Denchira War came first. That is what solidified the Ashanti Empire before every other encounter came about. So that was the point I was
All right.
but,
Thank you for beneficial relationship, or one was forcing the other to give or provide help or support. Let's get some clarification on it. Do you have any information on Dagombas and Ashantis?
So the first of all, I would want to state that the Dagombas did not help in the intra-fight. The people that helped were the Kwaman people who are proper Ashantis, the Achim, Kwau, Insuta, and Mampong. These are the people which helped the Ashanti in the battle of against the Dentra people. So they are not part at all. So now, concerning the Ashantis and the Dentra people, maybe some were not here because our numbers have gone up. This is it. So there is a notable history between the Ashantis and the Dagonbas, marked by early conflict, strategic alliance, enduring mutual respect. I think this should be noted very well. Marked by an early conflict, strategic alliance, and enduring mutual respect. So now, the early relationship began with warfare. During a chieftaincy dispute in Dagon, one faction sought help from the Ashantis. Osekojo, an Ashanti leader, led troops northward and defeated Chief Gareba of Dagon. So it is from there we know that so Chief Gareba was actually, fighting another chief. So the other chief that was the one who sought the help from the Ashantis. And the Ashantis helped the
please
other
kindly hold on on that. I think that's what I think Yaxi was saying, that two brothers were fighting.